Good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome you to our Madden 15 connected franchise with the Tennessee Titans. If you haven't known already, we have made a move to London. We are now known as the London Bulldogs. We are currently in year 3, headed into week 2. We're checking back into week 1, where we see that our boy Christian Michael was the offensive AFC player of the week with 4 touchdowns on the day. So we're headed up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. See what maybe they can do. I mean, we're 3 less overall. They are 85. We are an 82. Checking out what playbook we're running. We're running with the Denver offense and Chicago Bears defense. Now, we do have our 2-year man, Everett McDaniel, bringing in the helm. Last game he did have 197 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Starting the game off with a run from, I would like to call him our franchise running back, Christian Michael. This player is just a beast of a player. Speed, trucking, doesn't fumble. You can't ask for more from a positional player like that. Coming out in a pass play, giving it right off to Kendall Wright. We'll take the couple yards, 6-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 4, coming out with a screen play. Kendall Wright breaking tackles, carrying the defenders all the way to a first down. McDaniel's 2 for 2 on the day with 11 yards. Now we're back into this trip formation, tight trip formation with a pass to Hopkins. McDaniel 3 for 4, 22 yards already. I say already like that's a lot. Halfback draw to McDaniel, has 26 yards out of 3 rushes. This man's looking to drop the big 1-0 on these guys. Another rush from him. Jaguars defensive line is not really doing anything to stop us from running, but we want to switch it up, try and build the trust in our wide receivers as well. Daniel 4 for 5. Coming out in the goal line formation, we're about to hand it off to our rookie fullback Spain, and he's fighting his way all the way for the first touchdown of the game on the day. Nice power out of him. Definitely got to feed him the ball somewhere on that goal line for sure. You see him just rumbling, stumbling his way into the end zone. Jaguars have the ball for the first time on the day. They're handing it off to Corbett, who gets leveled on the play. Turnover on the first play. The defense is out here showing out. We're going to show a nice little replay here. Hands the ball off, and he gets leveled by, I believe, Thomas Davis. Yes, I believe that was Thomas Davis. McDaniel with the play action. Throwing a dot to Hopkins, and we're scoring on the very first play of the drive. Scores 14-zip, but we're not going to sleep on the Jaguars. They have been pretty terrible as of late, so they've received some pretty good draft picks throughout the 2-year span. Now, we're back on defense. Corbett breaking a tackle and spinning off of every tackle in that play. Wow, that was surprising. But Jaguars couldn't get anything done, so we did receive the ball back on a punt. And we're handing the ball off to our boy Michael. 2nd and 5. Trying to find somebody wide open. McDaniel does hit Kendall Wright. Another first down. 6 for 7 on the day. 55 yards. But couldn't get anything done. They did stop the run game. No passes were getting completed. So we're going to go ahead and punt that ball. The reason I'm showing this punt, our punter is definitely turning into a beast. He's a little older, but hey, all the way down to the 1-yard line, can't beat that on a punt for sure. 3rd and 1. Jaguars decide to run the ball. They do force their way into the first down area, but we do have an issue on the field. Thomas Davis is injured. Looks like something wrong with his arm, his bicep. Let's hope he's not out for the game or even longer than that. 1st and 10. They're at the 12-yard line. Trying to get some pressure, and we do force this sack from Williams on Blake Bortle. Show a replay right here. Pico getting pancaked. Yeah, we're going to have to make some moves out of free agency because he's really not cutting it. Trying to get this 4-3 defense running, and the offensive line fails on their next possession. D. Watson with his first sack of the day. Already has 3 tackles as well. Coming out passing again. McDaniel forces a pass to A.J. Hawk, the veteran, on the defense right there. And they're already at the 27 off the turnover. Jaguars coming out with a read option, and Blake Bortles gets cracked by the linebacker. Injury timeout. Looking like Blake Bortles injured too. He's injured. That's what you'd love to see on the defensive side. 2nd and 13. We hold them to no gains, so we get the ball back. And we're trying to run this ball with McDaniel. 9 rushes, 55 yards already on the day. 6.1 yards a carry. Wow, this guy's a stud. Handing it off to the man again. He's breaking tackles left and right, fighting forward to the 41-yard line. So a nice replay. Look at the power that he runs with. Breaks a tackle, falls forward a couple yards. By yards, I mean inches, but you get the deal. 14 zip is still the score. And we're running it with McDaniel again. 11 rushes, 69 yards. This guy is just so good, man. The Raiders really messed up trading him for a 2nd-round pick. Really messed up on that. This guy is a future star in the league. McDaniel throwing dots to Greg Jennings, another pickup that we got in the preseason just for depth, but he's turning to look like a starter even at an old age. Running it with McDaniel, his first touchdown on the day. And we're up 21-0 already on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Things are looking good for the team, I'm not going to lie. It's only week 2, but we're blowing teams out, man. Definitely good football being played by the new franchise. And hey, we're breaking history here, man. First team in London, first international team as of so far. Who knows? Maybe some other teams will make the move. Basically, what we did, we had to make the move from Tennessee. Yeah, we had history there, but we weren't making money, man. It was just hard. It was just a small market, and we had to make a move. We're trying to win championships for this franchise. Yes, we're still known as the Titans, even though the whole organization, whole logo, everything's changed. But we're still the Tennessee Titans at our heart. Scores 3-21. Oh, wow. Bortles is throwing dots. I thought he was out for the game, actually. But he's back in. 2nd and 7. They were trying to get some runs going, but we weren't having that. Wide open is Foria. And there's a flag on the play. It's looking like it's on our defensive lineman. Jarrell Casey with roughing the passer on the play. An additional 15 yards from the end of the spot of the ball, whatever you want to call it. Blake Bortles throwing dots. Third and 7. Bortles is looking. And there's another flag on the play. What is the defensive line doing? This time it's Pico. First it was Casey, now it's Pico. Roughing the passer again. So they're all the way down to the 1-yard line now. And they're showing our quarterback. I hope you guys noticed that. They showed our quarterback as a defensive tackle. Okay, that's pretty weird. So the Jaguars run this in. Untouched touchdown from them. Corbett did have a big fumble. Very first play of the game. Now he's rushing for touchdowns. What a surprise. Show the replay here. We have the ball at the 32. Michael already breaking tackles here. Injury timeout. Hope it's not him. No, he's getting up. Okay. Looks like it's somebody from the defensive side of things. 3rd and 10. Trying to get a screen going. Michael hopefully falls forward for the first down, which he does. McDaniel is close to breaking the 100-yard mark. Couldn't get anything going, so we're trying to hit this field goal. And luckily, we hit that. Potter with a big boot. Now, Jaguars are back, 2nd and 3. Nice handoff to Corbett. 13 rushes, 38 yards. He does have a touchdown and a fumble. 1st and 10. Very next play, they're passing it off to Foria again. Looks like he's one of their biggest targets. I believe he played for the Lions. I want to say Lions. I'm not sure. But he's doing his thing. Michael Griffin, of course, coming up with a big defensive stop there. 2nd and 9. Our ball, of course. It's a nice little check route to Greg Jennings. The veteran is looking like he's got some new wheels on him. Going to hand the ball off to Michael this time. Another first down from that stud, man. 19 rushes, 96 yards. Scores 24-10. We find it Kendall Wright wide open. For the first time in the game, we actually do get a penalty that works in our favor. Face mask on the defense. It's an additional 15 yards. 1st and 10. Handing it off to Turbin. Who's also breaking some tackles, fighting for the extra yards. He has 2 rushes, 9 yards on the day. 2nd and 5. Come out into play action. And luckily, the pressure did not get there. We do hit a wide open, not say wide open, a tightly covered Hopkins. Checking out our schedule, we have the Packers next, and then a bye. That bye will be Love. Team's a little tired. They do hold us to a field goal. So the Jaguars red zone defense definitely doing a great job. I mean, the score is kind of a blowout, but they have one positive to look forward to. Bortles has only missed 4 passes on the day, but we get the ball back. 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter. It's crunch time. Milk this clock just a little bit. Well, got to hear with the win, hopefully. 130 yards compared to their 128 yards. Another handoff to Michael, who did break the 100-yard mark on 22 rushes. 3rd and 7. Finding a wide open Latavius Green, one of our newest additions as well from the free agency, as Delaney Walker is still out for about 4 weeks with a leg injury. 1st and 10 on the opponent's 38. Still up by 17 points. McDaniel surveying the field. Scrambles to the right. We're just going to lob that out of bounds. 3rd and 6. We're kind of desperate here. So we run a screen to Greg Jennings, who does do a little stutter step. Fights forward for the first down. Pass game has been working out very well. I'm actually happy with the way the quarterback has been throwing. Besides the 1 interception to A.J. Hawk earlier in the day. See, we have 4 possessions, 3 touchdowns, and a field goal in the red zone. Seemed like the defense was doing a better job, but they do hold us to a field goal here from Potter again. Shooting 100% on the field goals. Hey, he's doing his job. Scores 10-30. We were up by 20 points. They're running a screen. And you see our Hickman get an interception on the screen. It's great to see such a young player still with the heart to fight in such a blowout. Does get the pick 6. We're going to show a replay here. Reads that perfectly. And he's just running untouched into the end zone. Shout out to that, man. It's definitely showing out on that play. 1st and 10, 1 minute left. Bortles is getting demolished by the defensive line. 2nd and 19 now. Trying to get back to him, and we do. So that wraps up the game. Really a blowout from start to finish. We won by 27 points at home. Great to get a win in front of our newest fans. Nice little breakdown, score by quarter. 14 points in the 1st. And we died down a little bit in the 3rd, but a big 4th quarter led the way to an easy win for this team. Alright, the video is almost about done. We're going to switch our offensive playbook from the Broncos. Trying to find something a little better. Something with better run formations. Really didn't have any I formation. We do have a good fullback. A guy I definitely want to run some dives with. Maybe even some fullback screens. See what he can do. Just test him out a little bit. All the way down to run balance. I was really thinking about doing either run heavy or run balance. Our team is going to focus on running with Christian Michael. Our future stud, future star, whatever you want to call him. This guy has great potential. Big things coming from him in the future, I hope. Still looking. The Lions. We're going to try out Garrett's offense. Now, said some moves are coming. Pico had a horrible game, so we're going to sign Barry Cofield, release Pico. Left outside linebacker backup is a 70. We've seen this guy's name is Lane. Yeah, you can't make this up. 78 overall rookie in the free agency. Some teams are definitely sleeping on him. Now, with Delaney Walker being out, wanted some speed at the tight end. We did have a backup tight end in there when we didn't want him. So we go ahead and sign Garrett. Now there's a right tackle by the name of Alan Barb. Guy has nice stats. Try and get him started. Here are some of the guys left that we had the option to re-sign. After that game today, Michael Griffin looks like he's still doing great things at the age of 31. So we're going to go ahead, give him a 2-year contract. Don't want to sign him to a 3. It's a little too long. He maybe has one more premium season in him. The video is coming down to an end. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Plenty more coming. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe if you're a Titans fan. Even if you love Madden NFL. I'm out of here. You guys stay safe. Peace.